My oldest daughter has two sets of twins. She's got a 15-year-old set of twins and a 5-year-old set of twins. And in the middle is a 7-year-old princess of terror. And the name of that princess of terror is Nicolina, right. Let me tell you how bright this kid is. When she was 3.5 years old, Chris and Tommy tried to get her into a preschool, but the preschool only accepted 4-year-olds. But they kept trying and trying and trying to get her into this preschool. Finally, the school relented, and they let her in at 3.5 years old. 2 weeks after she was there, the teacher called Chris and said, "Chris, I have to tell you this story. Today I had the kids in class." Now, there are only 9 kids in the class. And she had them sitting on the floor. And she said, "How many of you know where apples come from?" Everybody's waving their hand and smiling. I know, I know. Where do apples come from? Trees. Very good. And then I asked them, "Where do oranges come from?" Everybody's waving their hand. "Where do oranges come from?" Trees. Very good. And then she asked them, "Where does wood come from?" All of the heads went down. Don't call on me kind of a thing. Here's Nicolina. I know, I know. "Nicolina, where does wood come from?" "Home Depot." The kid's a genius. Well, anyway, when Nicolina was 2.5 years old, well, I have to set this thing up. First of all, I have to tell you, these are my trifocals. I need trifocals so that I can see far away and the people in the middle, and then if I have to read something, I can read something up close. When I'm not doing a program, I always wear single vision lenses for far away. Well, one day, Mary Lou and I went over to visit Chris and the kids, and inevitably, when we walk in the house, they come running up and they jump up in our arms. So I always put my glasses on top of my head like this. And they jump up and they hug and kiss me and Mary Lou, and everything is cool. Well, this one day, Nicolina jumped up in my arms and said, "Grampy, Grampy, color with me, color with me." I said, "Sure, Nicolina." So she got down, she disappeared, and a minute later, she came back with a coloring book in a bucket about this big, and in this bucket were crayons. Do all of you know what Crayola crayons, those little things? This thing had, I mean, they were like guided missiles. They were huge. So we sat down at the kitchen table, and, well, I'm here and Nicolina is here, and I'm coloring one page and she's coloring the other page. And Mary Lou and Chris asked me a question. So I took my glasses off so that I could color inside the lines, so I can see the lines. And when Mary Lou and Chris asked me a question, I put my glasses on, and I answered the question, and I came back to start coloring with Nicolina. And she looked up at me with those big, beautiful, brown, but unbelievably sad eyes and said, "Grampy, off glasses, off glasses." This little 2.5-year-old kid knew that when I had my glasses off, I was paying attention to her. I was focused on her. With my glasses on, it means I'm focusing on everything. 2.5 years old. So the lesson I learned from Nicolina, under Nicolina, please put this: focus on the person who is speaking. Focus on the person who is speaking. That's power, folks. You have to prove to them that you are listening. Okay, your name is?
Dave Schuster. Nice
Steve?
to meet you. Dave.
Dave. Okay, Dave. Great. Dave, what I'd like you to do is to talk to me about something you can get really excited about. Now, this can be real or even imaginary. If you have a dream vacation you'd like to go on or something like that, whatever it is you can get really excited about. Tell me about it, okay? Go for it.
Sure. In late October, I'm going to go to the Caribbean, go to Bermuda. I'm really excited about it. Haven't had a vacation away all year.
I'll be right back.
And I plan to do some scuba diving.
Okay, time. Was I listening? Well, let's try it another way then, okay? Tell me something you've got excited. Go ahead.
I just got a new pool.
A new pool.
Yes.
Swimming pool?
Could be. Could be an office pool. Could be a driving pool. But yes, it's a swimming pool.
No, wait. I do the jokes. We're going to talk about the other 3 R's today to help you with your listening skills. Now, you're all familiar with the 3 R's you learned in school, right? Reading, writing, and recess. Let's talk a little bit about Richie. From the time I was in 4th grade, I knew I was going to be an English teacher. My friends knew it. My family knew it. The teachers knew it. Everybody knew I was going to be an English teacher. And so from the time I was in 4th grade, all the way through grade school, all the way through high school, all the way through college, I prepared myself to be an English teacher. And so when I graduated from college, I became an English teacher. Exactly. But nothing prepared me for what I faced on the second Monday of September in 1964. On the second Monday of September in 1964, I walked into my homeroom, room 304 of the Sherburne-Earlville School District, opened the door, and there, sitting on the window ledge, 3 floors above the ground, was Richie Lewandowski. And he's yelling to the people below him, "Get out of my way! Get out of my way! I don't want to hurt anybody when I jump!" Now, as I said, I spent all those years preparing to be an English teacher. I memorized the Sherburne-Earlville School District Teacher's Manual. Nothing in there about kids committing suicide. So very calmly, I walked over to my desk, and I dropped my briefcase on the floor, and I dropped my seat in the seat, and I dropped my elbows on the desk, and I dropped my face in my hands, and I said, "Richie, what's this all about?" "Oh, I can't take it anymore, Mr. B. I'm going to end it. I'm just going to end my life. I just can't take this anymore." "Richie, what's this all about?" "Oh, Mr. B, nobody ever listens to me. My teachers don't listen to me. My friends don't listen to me. My family doesn't listen to me. I can't take it. I'm just going to end it all." And with the wisdom that Dr. Fraser Crane would have been very proud of, I looked at Richie and said, "Richie, I'm listening." He said, "Yeah, Mr. B, you're the only one that ever really did listen to me." Now, I don't know what this was all about. I don't know whether this was initiation for brand new teachers. I don't know if somebody paid him $50 to do this. I don't know whether this was a bet. Fortunately, Richie did not jump. But his words have stuck with me all my life. Nobody ever listens to me. Now think about that. Richie was a 7th grader. Now granted, he was a veteran 7th grader. Richie was one of only 2 guys to drive his own pickup to school.